Hello and welcome back. In this section, you're going to learn how to build a simple end-to-end dashboard using just Claude. First, we're going to start by building a skill. Skills are basically agents that works for us. We'll give them instruction and they will tell them what to do and then they work for us. Liking it to be a stored procedure that you can reuse anytime. So we're going to give our agent a name. How do we do that? / and then we'll type analyze. That will be the name of the agent. I'm going to copy a prompt and then I will paste it right here. And we're telling the agent, you are a skill that will walk users through uploading a dataset, Excel, CSV, Google Sheets, etc. Ask structured questions about their goals, then automatically perform a data cleaning, exploratory analysis, visualization, and complete dashboard, etc. Right? And then we'll just hit enter. At this point, we're building that skill. So we let it build and then we move on. Okay, so it's almost done building. Now, for those of us who work in organizations, company, industries, now these are few steps and these are few processes you can use to actually work faster and then work smarter. Okay, so it's done building and then the next step is to save our agent, is to save our skill. So we'll come to this button and then we'll click on save skill. Upload and replace. At this point, we could cancel this, but I'll just upload and replace. All right, at this point, we'll go over to the next step by uploading the dataset. So we'll come to this part and then we'll click on new chart. At this point, this is the point we can now upload our dataset. So you pick any dataset and then you upload, it starts building. So we're going to initiate the skill we already just built, / and then analyze. So we pick it up and then we can now upload the dataset. So I'll pick a simple health surgical dataset and then we use that as an example. I could drop it on the platform so that you can also build for yourself and then tag me and then let's see how beautiful you could do that for yourself. Okay, so getting the data. All right, good. I have my data set. So after we upload the dataset, we'll just give it a simple instruction, build a full dashboard with a dark and light theme mode ready for deployment. At this point, Claude is telling us that now I have a thorough understanding of the dataset. Let me build a full dashboard. Now I have everything I need. Let me build the full dashboard. All right, so I think it's done building for us. Okay, so it's still coming up. Now at this point, this is what you would have. So amazing, easy and fast. So we'll let it build. So it's already building the dashboard for us. So while it builds for us, let's go to Netlify and then let's try to deploy our project. Go to your browser, just type Netlify. So you type Netlify, you click on this website. So all you need to do is just to create an account and then sign in. So I'll just log in. So app.netlify. So at this point, Netlify is a web app, is a web space that actually allows us to publish and deploy our projects basically. So our dashboard is ready and so we're going to deploy it. So we need to download this dashboard. We'll come to these three dots, we'll go to download, we'll click on download. Please make sure it's in, you're downloading this as a .html file. So I'll click on download. All right, so it's downloading for us. I'll go back to Netlify. So even if I click here, if I double click here, we could see that we have an amazing dashboard. We have an amazing dashboard. So let's switch to the dark mode. I'll come here and I'll click on the dark mode. We'll see how beautiful this dashboard looks, and it's coming out very very nice and perfect. So let's go back to Netlify. Let's host it. All right, so we're here in Netlify. We'll just come to new project. like I said, you can link your repositories, you can link your GitHub to Netlify and all of those stuff. So at this point, we want to upload the project. So we'll go to download and then we pick the .html dashboard file. Okay, so we'll say rename and deploy. We'll click on rename and deploy. All right, so we'll see how it felt dot blah 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 dot netlify dot app. At this point, we could leave it like this. We can also decide to rename to whatever we like. So if I click on this, we can see that the dashboard is ready to be deployed. Amazing dashboard. It looks real fine. So I'll switch to the dark mode. So see what is so see the results we're having. An amazing dashboard. So we'll go back to actually deploy proper. So I'll come to project configuration. That's if we want to change the name. I'll come to project configuration. I'll scroll down. I will see change name. We could leave it like this. You can also leave it like this. You can also change the name. So I think I will just leave it as health felt. So this name is already taken. So let me just say health felt 2. Okay, so health felt 2 .netlify.app. It's ready to go. I'll click on save. So this is basically your link. So if I click on this, it takes us immediately to the dashboard. All right, so our dashboard is fully functional. We have the KPIs, we have the charts, we have the titles. We can even switch to light mode, from light mode to dark mode at this point. So as data analysts, this is how we can work faster. This is how we can work smarter. This is how we can work efficiently. And this is how we can also optimize Claude using simple prompt and dataset. Thank you for your time, and let me know in your comment section if you have any question. Thank you and bye for now.